In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make Yayoi Kusama pumpkins. The materials you'll be using are acrylic paints of any color, paintbrushes, and a pumpkin that you could get at a craft store. I'm going to begin painting my pumpkins. I have two different pumpkins, different styles I got at craft stores. Then I have different paintbrushes of different sizes because we're going to be using also the small ones of different sizes for polka dots. And finally, I got my acrylic paints. It doesn't matter what color you get. And for the polka dot, it also doesn't matter what color you get. You could use white, black, or any other color you like. I'm going to begin with my first pumpkin and I'm going to paint it red. I'm going to paint the whole pumpkin red except for the stem. When I'm done, I'm going to give it a second layer to even it all out. Whatever color you choose doesn't really matter. It's all a personal preference. If you want to paint it pink, go ahead and paint it pink. You can paint it blue, turquoise, yellow, purple, whatever color you like. Either way, it's going to come out beautiful. Now I'm going to begin with my second pumpkin and I'm going to paint it green. I'm going to make sure that I have a nice thick layer on it, and I'm going to make sure that I cover the bottom as well. So if you notice with my red pumpkin, there are stripes on it. And the reason I put the stripes on it is because I want to emphasize the crease in the pumpkin. But I do not want to leave it like this with stripes, otherwise it looks like a striped pumpkin. So now I'm going to take my red and I'm going to go ahead and blend out the creases. I'm still going to have a little bit of a darker tone where the creases should be, but it will blend into the red, so it won't be that noticeable. If you lose some of the dark area in blending it in, don't worry. Go back, add a little bit more dark area, and blend it in again. Now with my green pumpkin, I'm going to take a slightly darker color green and I'm going to paint it inside the crease area of the pumpkin. Once I'm done with that, I want to blend it out so it's not so noticeable. So I'm going to take the regular color green and I'm going to slightly blend it out. I don't want to wash away the dark color either. So basically what I want to do is blend the two colors together while still leaving a little bit of darkness in the crease. Next, I'm going to paint my stem black. Paint the whole thing black and make sure it's nice and covered and also around the edges. Now, you could paint the stem any other color you want. You could sometimes paint it white or you could paint it a different color. I personally prefer black. Again, it's personal preference. I like the way the black looks, so I'm going to be painting mine black. If you have more than one pumpkin, do the same for the rest. Now it's time to add the polka dots. I'm going to start with black polka dots. The first polka dots I'm going to add are the largest one, which will be on the widest part of the pumpkin. I'm going to add polka dots straight down. I'm going to continue adding the big black polka dots on the wide part of the pumpkins all the way around the pumpkin until I completely cover the wide part of the pumpkin all the way around. Now I'm going to add slightly smaller polka dots on both sides of the larger black polka dots. And I will do this all the way around the entire pumpkin. After adding the medium dots, I'll now add a second group of even smaller dots next to the medium dots. If you notice, I'm putting them next to the medium dots, but I am not putting them in the crease. Once I've added 2 rows of tiny dots next to the crease, I'll then add tiny dots inside the crease. Repeat the process all the way around your pumpkin. I have finished adding all the dots to my green pumpkin. I have finally finished putting all my dots on my green pumpkins, but I have noticed that there are some mistakes, so now is the time to fix them. So now I'm going to take my green paint and I'm going to correct all my mistakes. Wherever my dots are touching, I'm going to use my green paint to separate it. That's the wonderful thing about painting, is that you could always correct your mistakes, so don't panic if you've made a mistake along the way. Take your paint and correct it. Now we're going to begin decorating the stem with polka dots. Take the tip of your paintbrush and dip it into the color of your pumpkin and start adding the polka dots to the stem. If you're doing more than one pumpkin, just repeat the same process for all your pumpkins. I hope you liked this video on how to make Yayoi Kusama pumpkins. If you like this video, please give it a like down below and subscribe to see more video demonstrations by Art Connection.